Hello guys, how's it going? And we will be reviewing each of the vehicles here. I now have time to do decent reviews on this, so here we are doing the review of the Tula. Now this is the biggest plane that you can get in the game besides the Bombushka, which is a Russian cargo plane, which is going to be added later. Which here we have an image of the Bombushka. Now, let's get back to the review. Now this plane can transport 5 people, and it's amphibious. It can land on the water. And now the Tula costs 5,173,700, but if you do the trade-in price, you get 3,890,000. So it's worth doing you have to do 21 source missions. So basically if you're getting 1 crate or 4 crates, doesn't matter, each one counts as 1 source mission. So you have to get 21 source missions, and you basically get over $1 million off this thing. So make sure you guys do that. Do the source missions. I mean, nothing hurts. You do the source missions and you make money through the source missions, and you get a nice discount on this. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So win-win. So make sure you guys do the source missions, 21 in total, and you get your $1 million discount on this plane. Now, this plane comes with either a single 50 cal turret, dual cal, or a minigun turret. Let's test the turrets right now and let's see what we can get from them. Here's test number 1. Now this is a minigun versus the laser, a typical jet that would come after you, either laser or Hydra. Now look, minigun, even though it's the most expensive and the last gun that you unlock on this plane, not doing so great against the laser, as you guys see right here. Yeah, you would not last against the laser with this gun. The laser would definitely kill you by then. That's the only reason, because he's standing still. Yeah, laser is definitely not good against jets in this. I mean, the only advantage I could think of is that you would get more rounds off with the minigun. But let's see how powerful the dual 50 cal is. Let's test that on the same vehicle. Here we are testing dual 50 cal against the same vehicle. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's definitely better at blowing up lasers than the minigun. So, dual 50 cal does more damage, even though it's a second gun. It's better. Now this right here, I had to show you guys this specifically so you don't waste your money. Now you guys see how I just purchased the minigun for the plane? If you purchase the minigun but then you want the dual 50 cals later, even if you purchase the dual 50 cals first and then you swap guns, you have to pay to swap the guns every time you leave and enter the hangar. And that goes for the bombs as well. So as you guys see, I purchased the minigun, I left the hangar, and now let's say I want 50 cal. Let's see, do I have to buy it? And let's see right here. Yes, I do. I have to waste $195,000 again. So guys, make sure you just choose dual 50 cals and leave it on that. That's ridiculous of Rockstar for putting that feature in. Now here I wanted to show you guys the VTOL takeoff. So this can take off with the plane really quickly. Not every single plane has this. This is one of the planes that does have it. So for a very large plane, you can take off very quickly with this. And this plane is extremely agile for such a large plane. Its handling is very well when you upgrade it. I mean, just look at this. I'm flying upside down, I'm doing circles, I'm doing loops right here. This plane has very good agility for being so big. This plane, I notice, is decent at bombing because it's not that super fast. You can actually look at your target before you bomb. Drop bombs 1 to 2 seconds before you hit your target, and when you do, make sure you use either explosive or cluster. And here is an example of the amphibious feature. So this plane can land on the water, and that can be very helpful for picking up crates, because a lot of crates that are in the water, this plane will be very good at picking crates up, and especially if you're carrying multiple people, you can get the crates to the objective really quickly. And as you guys see, I landed near my yacht really quickly, so I can get off my yacht without having to parachute out of my plane, so I can just get back in my plane when I want to get off my yacht. Now here I wanted to show you guys the VTOL mode. If you hold right in the D-pad, this plane can go into VTOL mode, which is kind of like a helicopter hover mode. So basically, with this, you can drop bombs very accurately on target with this. As you guys see, I'm going to target those 2 cars right there, and I'm going to drop perfectly on them. Now, this would be good for import-export if you were dropping gas bombs, because you wouldn't destroy the vehicle, and you could kill all the enemies around it without having to get into a shootout. So this could be good for that kind of situation. Okay, and here I wanted to show you guys, the co-pilot can use flares on this plane. I haven't figured out a way for the pilot to use flares on this plane. That really disappoints me. You know, it's either you switch into the tail gun when you're stationary, or you go into VTOL mode. You press it once, you go into the stationary gun. If you hold right in the D-pad, you go into VTOL mode. And right here, if you guys go into vehicles and you guys go into right down here, vehicle countermeasures control. For other vehicles, you can make this co-pilot, but in this vehicle, the pilot regardless cannot flare it, which is really disappointing. Unless I haven't figured out another way for it. So if anybody else knows a way for the pilot to flare, please let me know. That's why I wish Rockstar would make this different buttons, you know. Okay, now then, I wanted to test something right here. If this plane could dodge missiles, lock-on missiles from, for example, a laser, let's say, for instance. If the laser locked onto it and the pilot didn't have access to flares. So as you guys see right here, I am dodging the missiles. Now, all you guys need to do to dodge missiles in a plane like this, just fly into a perfect circle and keep flying in a circle until that missile explodes. Now, I've noticed this missile can catch up to the plane, but if you fly in a perfect circle, the missile will actually miss the plane. So as you guys saw there, he tried to hit me before, and the missile ended up missing the plane. And he's going to come back here for another pass right now, and he's going to try to hit me again. And let's see if I can dodge the missiles a second time right now. Here we go. And missiles are going to try to hit us again. Let's see what happens. And there we go, we dodged them. But make sure you guys keep flying in a perfect circle, because those missiles are going to come back. So you can dodge with this plane. Now here's another little feature I wanted to show you guys. The front guns on this plane are absolute crap. I wish Rockstar would stop putting this machine gun in. The only purpose it could have is destroying helicopters, but other than that, it's really bad. Now here I wanted to do a test to see just how effective the tail gunner would be in a situation if a plane was coming after you. Now a jet and a laser, that's what I've been attacked by 95% of the time, so that's what I wanted to test out. And as you guys see, the tail of this plane is what's the biggest annoyance for me here. I can't even see the enemy jet just because the tail right here is just in the way on this plane. That's so annoying. And in real life, this tail gun wouldn't be able to work. So as you guys saw, the tail gunner is completely exposed and you can't even shoot because the tail's going to get in your way. So the tail gunner is pretty much obsolete on this plane unless you're fighting planes that aren't jets. Now here in this situation, I'm testing how many missiles this Tula can actually take. So my friend was in hover mode. I only fired one missile, and that's with the full armor upgrade, and he already lost 2 engines, and he fell all the way down to the ground. And if he was flying normally, he would have lost most of his engine power. And eventually, even if you hit it once, it's not going to explode on impact, but the plane's pretty much done. It's eventually going to die after one shot, which is kind of disappointing for such a large plane and so much armor upgrades that it just gets destroyed so easily. Here in this situation, we are testing Explosive Sniper, another anti-air weapon that I love to use. So let's see what Explosive Sniper can do. 2, 3. So with full upgrades, only takes 3 Explosive Snipers. Wow, that's really disappointing on the armor. Now here, let's do the pros of this plane. This plane is very agile for its size. As you guys saw, it can handle very well. It can go into VTOL mode, it can hover, it can bomb easily, it can hold 5 people. It's decent for transportation if you need to get people to an objective really quick or a mission. It can land on the water, as you guys saw, and its speed, because it doesn't fly extremely fast, it's actually a good speed for bombing and actually seeing your target and hitting it good. Now let's move on to the cons. And here we have the cons. Now this thing is very weak against explosives, as you guys saw. Even though it can take 3 homing missiles, 1 homing missile, and the engine's eventually going to die. The plane's pretty much done at that point. The tail gunner is useless, as you guys saw. The tail gets in this way, and even if you can fire directly at an enemy plane, it won't have enough time to shoot them down. You have to pay if you want to swap your turrets and bombs, and that can be really expensive, up to $100,000 each and more. That's ridiculous. If you buy it once, you shouldn't have to buy it again. Shame on Rockstar for doing that. And the front cannon is pretty much useless. The only thing I can think of is going up against helicopters. Now, sorry these reviews took so long. I'm going to be reviewing each of the vehicles now. I just work in college has gotten in the way, and I tried to keep this video under 10 minutes. I tried to keep it as straight to the point. I tried to keep all the topics relevant to the plane. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this review has helped you guys and will help you make your decision if you want to purchase this plane or not. Let me know if I missed anything down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.